Hello YouTube, 잘 지내요? Today I got an extra special video for you. Something that recently I've really wanted to do, and that is I found a new beautiful, wonderful hiking trail that we can do. But this is not just any hiking trail, it's a walking trail that goes all around Seoul. This is a 158-kilometer walking path. Yeah, that's right. It's very long. We're not doing all of that today. No, this is going to be divided in parts, but this is none other than the Seoul Walking Trail. So, welcome to the new little mini series, probably large series actually, to be honest, where I go and walk through all of the actual courses of the walking trail, starting with Cheongpo-Gongwang. We are at Seoul Iris Garden. Never ever been here because this is all the way near Dobongsan-yeok, or Dobongsan Station, which is right behind me over here. This is off of line 1 and 7, so depending which area you live in, you can get here either subway, but it is pretty far. Unless you live near this area, it is very far. It took me an hour and a half to get over here. So I'm very excited. Two reasons I wanted to do this walking tour. One, I want to go visit places I've never been to before, such as this beautiful large garden that we have behind me. And I wanted to show off the walking trail because some people might not be aware of it, and kind of detail the course for all of you across this 21 course journey. So I have with me the these map and stamp book, because of course there is a stamp tour associated with this, and you know your boy loves stamp tours. So let me go over to the actual kind of big map of this so you can see. But yes, it is 21 courses, or consisted of 21 courses, broken up into different paths and different difficulties. So you can take your time, do 1 or 2 paths a day, and just kind of go as you like. Here is the map overall. There we go. Yeah, this is basically the whole Seoul district, as you can see. It more or less goes around the whole round path except for this area over here. But yeah, we're all the way up here near Dobongsan and Suraksan, sorry. And we're going to be doing the first course today. We might do the second course, but let's see how it goes with this course. So I don't know anything about this walking trail. I know that we are near Suraksan Mountain and Dobongsan Mountain. This course is going through Suraksan Mountain, so I don't know how much hiking is involved. I don't know how much steepness is involved in this walking trail. That's what I'm here to figure out and show all of you today. So of course, along the trek, we will be gathering our stamps, which I think the first one is actually right over here, which is nice and convenient. Yeah, it's right over here. That's awesome that we can get the first stamp already. So there you go, YouTube. There is beautiful little stamp box. So these stamp boxes will be scattered all throughout the trail. And they even actually have the first course here listed on the map. So I think this is such a really cool idea that I guess the Seoul government has done. It's this beautiful walking path that takes you through different parts of Seoul, temples, cafes, mountains, lots of different things to see as far as I'm concerned along this path. And yeah, I'm very excited. And at every entrance and exit, I believe there is a station along the way. So it is pretty convenient, more or less, to just stop walking, be like, all right, I'm done for the day, and head back home. So, and since we are at course 1, we do have the option of going to 21 or course 1. So, all right, so let's get that stamp. Alrighty, YouTube, the stamp kind of fell over here, but let's get our first stamp. All right. All right, let's stamp it. Hell yeah. Yeah, we got our beautiful stamp. Alrighty, now about the stamp book and the little map that you can get. So you can pick it up here at the Seoul Iris Garden, I believe somewhere in this building. I actually picked this one up at a different location, which was Mahong Gongwon, or Mahong Garden. I actually wasn't sure where course 1 started at all before I picked up the map. And once I actually picked up the map, I realized that the next location, which, oh, there we go. Well, I found it right over here. The next location, or the first location I was going to start at, actually is Solaris Garden in Suraksan, so you can pick up the maps over here, which we got conveniently right there. Damn. Again, this is right next to the stations, literally right at the entrance. Now, they don't actually have oh no, I think so. Yeah, they actually have the little English map down there. Now, you can go inside and maybe ask for help. When I went to my home garden, there was a lovely staff member that helped me explain everything and all of that, because there is an application you can download as well. And they do recommend getting the application, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a sec, just in case the box doesn't actually have a stamp. And I think the lady mentioned one of the stamp boxes actually, the stamp isn't working or it's not there or whatever. So you might actually have to use the application, and you can combine them, so you can have the stamp application and like mix it with the book, because obviously they understand that the stamp's not there. So that's the application for. Also, just in case maybe you lose this, you forget it or whatever, you can still continue along the journey with just your smartphone. So you don't actually need the physical stamp book, but I like the physical book myself, and I think it provides more authenticity to the actual stamp tour, but I will also be using the application as well. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. Alrighty, YouTube, so here is the application, the mobile stamp, this one. So you can download off the Play Store, or they do have the QR code as well that you can use. But this is what the application looks like. It is all in Korean, unfortunately, so there is no English, but I did have the lady at the time help me set it up. If you click the big blue middle button, it'll actually start searching for where the local stamp box is, which again, it should show the one that we were just next to, which is this one over here. So we'll select that, and then now we actually have to take a photo of us together with the stamp box. So let me get a nice photo. Yeah, with the stamp box. Yeah, let's go. Perfect. All right, now that we got the photo, oh, what a good photo. And we'll send it. Bam, we actually have the stamp done there, which we can see if we go to home and back over here and go to, you see the number has increased on the right side here, Injungsu. So if you click on the stamp Yogwan and then you go to Injung, it should show up. Yeah, there we go. So I have my first course right here, the first one right there. It's stamped, so we just have to, this will show all the stamps that you need to collect. And then if you just click on Wonyo, you can go over here, and then you can see your lovely little picture of the actual stamp online, which is really cool. Unfortunately, they should have a plus button like this one does. So this was the first place that I went to in Mahon, but I wonder why this one doesn't have the actual plus button on it. So whatever, as long as it's actually there, we do have the timestamp and everything, so that's all good. Also, what is convenient about this application is that you can click Jiro, and then this will automatically search for a place nearby, like what course you're actually looking for. So let's go up here. So here we go. We have the 21 course, and then we have the first course. This is actually what we're going to do. And then there you go. It actually has the map planned course for you in real time, so you can just like follow it in case that you're a little confused. But there are signs and stuff, but I think this map application on the application is really neat. This is super cool for people who might get super lost on the actual trail. So we're actually going to follow this pretty much to the letter. And that was the stamp tour application, the walking tour application. I hope that any of you who are trying to do this Seoul walking tour both get the stamp book and the application. I think both are going to be super useful, especially that map function is absolutely incredible. Now, it should be known that the application is only mostly effective with where you are in the walking tour. Unless you live nearby one of the courses, then maybe it'll show up the map and everything. But I tried searching for a course while I was at home, and it just like was not registering. So it does work mostly nearby the walking trail in general, which is fine because that's what it's made for anyways. But enough about me yapping. I think it's time to actually get started on this walking tour. I have no idea what to expect, but YouTube, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy this series. I will be going through all of the courses and I'm very excited. I'm really genuinely excited for this walking course. All right, let's go. All right, let's get started on our 6-kilometer journey for the first walking course. This is probably one of the best ways to start the walking course because this park is beautiful, super beautiful. I'm really ashamed that I've never actually been to this part of Seoul before. So what a lovely, lovely way to get started on our journey. So this is what I meant earlier, YouTube. They have like these little signs. I think it's super cute. They got, yeah, like something that says Seoul Trail, kind of letting you know the general direction where to go. They also have it on the ground sometimes, or on the walls there. It's like you got to look around, and then look, they even have this ribbon here to mark the Seoul Trail, which is really cool. But everybody say goodbye to the park because we are now going to be walking along the streets for a little bit, because I think that, yeah, so over here should be Suraksan. Again, I don't know how much hiking is going to be involved in this first part of the trek, but all I do know is that we will be going towards Suraksan. So alrighty, YouTube, I do believe we have actually officially started maybe the harder part of the journey, but so far it has not been that bad. The walking tour or Seoul Walking Trail really has been pretty good. But yeah, like I said, YouTube, I'm here to test this out for all of you, see how much of an actual steep path this is or how difficult it is. I just know that the length is 6 kilometers, but yeah, I'm very excited. All right, YouTube, jacket's off, it's getting a little sweaty. That'd be a lot colder today. We're at our first crossroads. Again, everything's pretty labeled. We're going this way. They have the big old sign for it, but you have another map to kind of let us know of the different paths, which is kind of nice. But so far the trail's not too hard, not too difficult. I mean, we have like 4.7 kilometers left of our 6-kilometer journey. A bit of some stairs, but again, nothing too crazy. It is unfortunate though, because I was hoping that this would be more of an actual walking trail, and so maybe later I would redo this trail with my skateboard, but that's not really skateboard friendly. Hey YouTube, here we go. We got the sign, top of the Surak. It's on this way. We're not going that way. We're continuing along our 4.4 kilometer journey, but only 3.1 kilometers to get to the top. That ain't too bad. At least a shorter journey than what I'm doing. But all right, the first length of the journey was a bit rough, quite a few stairs, but again, nothing too bad. And for now, it's been pretty smooth sailing. It is nice. There is almost no one on this trail today. Because I don't know if a lot of people typically come here, or if because we do have Chuseok coming up, maybe people have actually left the city. So either way, it's nice and peaceful. Alrighty, YouTube, we're taking a little bit of a break because I'm getting a little hungry. But table back there, that one, and then we're sitting at another table. I figured this would be just as good a spot as any to take a nice little quick lunch break, because as I said, it did take some time to get here, and although I did eat breakfast, I'm famished. Walking that 1.5 kilometers, so it was quite hard work. Anyways, classic lunch, kimbap. So today we got the keran bokum kimbap. I want to see if I can do that like that viral way that people have been opening these. So it's Brent, I think it's like this, that, maybe. I think I did it. I don't know. There's some way that people have been doing the gimbap so we don't actually hold the gimbap. I guess this kind of works, but all right, let's dive into it. I think my absolute go-to is this samgak kimbap. It's so good. This is the best version of it too. So the keron, usually it's like keron, like egg and spam. That's the combo with a little bit of mayo. Undefeated combo. It's personally, it's the best one. But most of the time, though, you get like the downgraded one. It's just normal rice. But this rice, like you can maybe see, it is mixed with the egg. Like however they make it, the rice is cooked with the egg, or they mix the egg in the rice. I don't know, but it turns that yellow color. The downgraded ones, as I said, are just regular rice with like some spam, mayo, and a little bit of egg mixture in there. But this one's flat. I don't know if you can find this one at all the convenience stores, but this one is at GS. Don't knock spam till you try it, man. I don't know what it is about this combo, but I cannot stop eating. Like, it's so much more worth it to get this than to actually go to a gimbap shop. Like, I do feel a little bit bad for gimbap shop owners who, hand make gimbap, but the prices are just kind of too expensive. And the flavor is 50-50, like it's just so-so or it's good. But this is perfection every time. This is 1,800 won, 1,800 won. Regular gimbap is like 3,500 at minimum. Now, I know that this is smaller, but the flavor is just, it's worth this price. Now, I am a fat little boy, so I did also get a regular gimbap. This is, Tong Hadongkatsu. Really big size dongasu. This was 3,600 won. Still a better price than the normal gimbap shops, because a dongasu gimbap will run you about 4,500 won or so. Depends on the place, I guess. But what it looks like. I should have had the Caron. Should have had the spam one after this one, because this one's not as good. But look at the size of that donkasu. There are some upsides and downsides to convenience store gimbap. The upside being, you will never get this size donkasu in a regular gimbap shop. It's just, it never happens. It's always pretty thin. The only time you'll ever get this size donkasu is if you're like paying a premium. And that's going to range like 5,500, 6,000 maybe, and is even worth it at that point. Like, this is 3,600 and it tastes pretty good. The one downside is the rice doesn't taste like as fresh, I guess, to a normal gimbap. That's the only downside to convenience store gimbap, but I mean, the flavor more than makes up for it. I'm sorry, but like, I feel like gimbap in Korea has kind of fallen down. It used to be pretty much the best thing to buy for the price. Nowadays, I mean, there are just other places to buy. There are other things to buy for the same price. So it is a shame, because you can make gimbap at home. That's, I think, the way to go, instead of going to the shop, because then you can choose the ingredients. You can choose how much rice is in there. You can choose everything about it. And the price will probably be comparable. Right? Anyways, I'm gonna finish up this gimbap. Enough of this sub story with the gimbaps, and get back onto the actual walk. Alrighty, YouTube, we have re-entered civilization a little bit. So again, we have the path to the top of Suraksan, but we are still going on our walking path here. But that was a nice short little trip across the mountain. If anything, it was like a deviation to the mountain. But yeah, now we're back, kind of walking very, very outskirts of the mountain. Probably where I think a lot of people might start their actual hike towards Suraksan. I'm not sure, but it's kind of nice. Alright, YouTube, well, here's a nice little place to stop by if you didn't buy gimbap ahead of time, like I did at the convenience store. A couple of different little shikdangs right along the stream. Wow, this one actually sells gopchang. 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
This place is actually really wicked. Like, I like that they got these little tables set up. So this is actually pretty neat. You can stop here on your Seoul walking journey and grab some food. Let's see what this last restaurant has. They actually even have alcohol too. Wow, this is pretty cool. Oh, they sell bulgogi and everything too. Wow. Well, I didn't know about this, so for all of you doing this Seoul trekking path, I think this might be a cool place to stop by. I think the next time if I ever do this path again, which probably pretty likely, I will definitely stop by here for some food. There's even actually some more down the road than the path that we actually have to go down. But this is really neat. I think especially in the fall season when the leaves have turned more colorful. It is fall now, but the leaves haven't quite changed yet. So this will be a really good spot to come and hang out. Alrighty, YouTube. Your boy made a goof. I somehow deviated from the path. Don't know how that happened because I was following the signs, but this is where I'm supposed to come from. And I had to walk up this giant hill. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't have a clue. I was following the signs, following the ribbons. It took me to the main road. So I was on the main road for a little while, and originally I thought, okay, this is kind of cool. It's interesting. Go in and out on the mountain. Eventually I don't know, I felt a little confused on where I really needed to go. So I pulled up the map, stamp map. And yeah, I was not on the trail at all. I had somehow gotten off the trail even though it's followed the sign. So that's my bad, but I'm glad I checked. And that is another excellent reason as to why you should download the application, because the application actually does tell you the correct path. So thankfully we are on the correct path now, but I am a lot more winded, fortunately, and looks like there's hell behind me. Well, a good thing we have those gimbops energizing us. But yeah, YouTube, if you ever feel lost, do check the map because it does update in real time, just like Naver does. So if you ever feel lost, it is a very, very good way to make sure you get back on the path. It is unfortunate that I deviated from the path a little bit, but it wasn't too much of a deviation. Thankfully, it was like, it was parallel to the actual trail, thankfully. Like a good, I don't know, 5 to 7 minute deviation, so not too bad, but people are gonna watch this and be like, well, technically you didn't go in the whole rocking trail. Shut up. Anyways, we're on the trail now, so let's hopefully not deviate again. We got some cute little ducks. Yo, they bang chilling in this little river, in this little stream. YouTube, look at this cool little place for kids. I'm kind of letting the intrusive thoughts win. I kind of want to go down that slide, YouTube. All right, let's see if I can actually maybe fit in there. Hold on. Let's see if we can go down this slide. All right, YouTube, it does look like I could fit. This is a pretty long slide though, and my greatest concern is that I get stuck. But should be fine, right? All right, we're letting the intrusive thoughts win. All right, let's go, YouTube. Yo, that was actually really cool. Yo, not just for kids, by the way. Yo, that is a cool slide. I'm glad I let the intrusive thoughts win because this is just as much for adults as it is for kids. Hey, YouTube, it's your boy Kev. It's been a little while since the last stopped recording, but I was stuck behind astronomical line of hikers, like 30 of them on this super tiny trail. So it was kind of hard to pass by, and I was like at what bar in the group, and they're not too far behind me, so I feel compelled to not stop for the length of this journey, despite how tired I might be. So the next time I check in will probably be at the end at Dangoge Gowan. 800 meters left. Let's go. Hey YouTube, this is actually first real view after hiking for so long. We got Lotte Tower over there, and Seoul Namsan Tower around there. Might be a little hard to see. But this is a beautiful view worth stopping for. YouTube, we did it. Oh, we finally made it. The stamp box of victory. Whew. And then the end, of course, won. We did it. Always got to give a high five. Oh, I'm exhausted. All right, let's get that stamp. Open the box. Get our stamp. Line it up. Yes. Yes. Close that back up. 2 stamps. All right, YouTube, I feel very accomplished standing at this sign. I was thinking of doing course 2 today, but I don't know if I have it in me to do another 5.4, which is odd because on the map, it looks like it's very short, but considering it's 5.4 kilometers, I'm sure it's a lot of up. So it is unfortunate. I will have to come back to Dangoge Gongwan and then go up all the way this hill and then follow along this path. It goes to Hwarangdae Station, I think is where it goes. So, we'll save it for next time. Alrighty, YouTube, we made it to the end of our journey. We are in Dangoge Gongwan, or Dangoge Park. Not as nice as Iris. I'm gonna say this. Not very nice. It's a relatively small sized park, but yeah, we did it. Successfully accomplished the first length of our 21 course journey. So I'm very, very satisfied. I feel good. It does suck knowing that I'm gonna have to come all the way back here just to do the 5.4. It feels a little sad to have to come back here or not to be able to do the 5.4, but I am tired. It's a little late in the day, and I do want some rest. So we will continue this journey at a later point. But yeah, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. This was a lot of fun. I would rate this walking path maybe a 6 out of 10. It was good. It was nice. Way too much hiking for my liking. It was a lot more hiking than I thought, and I'm glad I could share that with all of you, because now you know that it is a lot of hiking instead of just walking. They should change it to the hiking tour, not walking tour, but who knows, maybe the other paths won't be as hiking so much. I'm sure this course 2 will be, but YouTube, I will finish off for today. So thanks for watching. As always, if you like what I do, like and subscribe. I will be doing all 21 courses, so stay tuned for that. And see you next time, YouTube, for another awesome video.